Hello, everyone. My name is Dominic DeMaria. I'm an agent with Porcupine Real Estate, and I am joined here today by JL Sweeney from Sweeney Title Services. Hello.
How are you?
Very good, very good. Thanks for joining us today. We're here today to talk about the role that title plays in the process of purchasing a house. So let's say in this hypothetical situation, I have a buyer who's just gone under contract. At what point do the title services get involved?
Well, here in New Hampshire, if you are purchasing cash, your realtor would almost immediately get in touch with the title company, who would then start the process of title search, etc. for you. If you are borrowing from a lender, your lender would almost immediately do the same. So it happens within days of you entering into a purchase and sales agreement.
And it would be the buyer's right to choose the title company. Is that correct?
In most circumstances, the buyer can determine who they want to represent them and do the title search and conduct the closing. However, sometimes if you're working with a lender, you have to work within the parameters of who the lender has approved to do work for them, because the title company represents the lender, not necessarily the borrower. If it's a cash transaction, then the representation is for the buyer. But if it's a transaction where you're borrowing money, the title company represents the lender, not the borrower.
So typically, if you work with me or any of the agents with Porcupine Real Estate, we have preferred lenders that we work with, as well as preferred title companies. And Sweeney Title is our go-to for most of our transactions. That way we know everybody works well together. We all can talk to each other freely, and it makes it a much easier process.
Yes, and we look at it as our job being to represent the lender that's lending the money to your borrower, but because your borrower is a client of that lender, that we have a responsibility also, obviously, to the borrower to keep them informed, let them know what's going on with title, make sure that everything is perfectly clear for them before closing. So our responsibility flows right down from the lender to the end borrower to make sure that everybody's taken care of appropriately.
Now, one of the questions I get a lot from, especially from folks outside of New Hampshire or the New England states in general, is do I need to hire a lawyer in addition to hiring a title service? What are your thoughts?
You don't need to hire both, typically. Okay. Here in New Hampshire, attorneys conduct closings, title companies conduct closings. We here at our office have both. I'm an attorney. We have a title company. For cash transactions, we typically run those through our law firm because we as the attorney represent the buyer individually. If it's a finance transaction through an institutional lender, that gets done through the title company, since the title company represents the lender, does not have a legal license to actually, represent them in a legal capacity.
Makes sense. And anything else we should know about the role of title? You also facilitate the closings, correct?
Yeah. So once title is opened with us, letters go out immediately to all the parties as an introduction. My staff would coordinate with each party, get numbers together, go through the numbers with you, and then set up a closing date that is convenient for you at a time and place that's convenient for you. We'll sit down, we'll go through all the numbers, go through all the documents, explain everything, and we would issue you your final title insurance policy as well.
Terrific. So it's kind of a one-stop shop for all the services involved with title.
Everything from start to finish with regards to the closing process is what we handle.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, JL. That was very informative, and we'll do some more of these videos. How can we get in touch with you?
Anytime, feel free to call. My office number is 603-883-0711. My cell phone is 603-966-8050, and my email address is jlsweeney@sweeneylaw.com.
Great. Thank you very much. We'll see you in the next one.
Thank you. Appreciate it.